Hello everyone, in case you were wondering, no, you didn't click on the wrong video. This is the Mega Man X2 Guide Part 3. If you haven't been keeping up with my recent videos, all you need to know is that I've started implementing my voice much more. But apart from that, I'll still be doing things as normal, showing my playthrough of the game while occasionally chiming in if I have something somewhat useful to say. Only now with my awkwardly high-pitched voice instead of text. So yeah, as always, feel free to fill up your sub-tanks and we can head on to X Hunter Stage 1.
Ready!
Seeing as we're in the North Pole, I kinda wonder if we'll see Santa here. Some of the segments during this stage will involve going up a shaft while the walls close in, and if you want to skip it, just fire a charged sonic slicer at the right time to kill this enemy up here. Unfortunately, I missed, but I'll demonstrate it properly in a sec. The trick is to fire it while you're on a ladder, and now you won't have to worry about becoming flatter than a wet piece of toilet paper. You can also skip this small segment here by dashing over this claw thing. This bit here is actually pretty easy, I'm just making a fool of myself while trying to do a cool trick. During the X Hunter stages, we will be refighting the X Hunters, starting with Violin.
Here I come! What?
So make sure to equip his weakness, Bubble Splash. If you spam or charge Bubble Splash, you should have enough health to end the fight quicker.
Yo! Ready!
By the way, if you're thinking this stage is short, you're not alone. Alright, this part is going to require you to be extremely patient and wait for this platform to take you up the shaft.
One eternity later.
Anyways, you're gonna have to cling to the side of these platforms, otherwise the fire will just push you off. And if that happens, you'll die and have to wait for the platform to come down again, which you do not want to do. This is the part where special weapons like Crystal Hunter become useful, by letting you get across a field of spikes. Now there are two somewhat simple steps to beating Serges, who is the boss we're about to fight. I'll show you them in a sec.
I'm the greatest! I'm a genius! I'll turn you into scrap myself!
The first step to beating this guy is simply to use Giga Crush to destroy all the cannons. After that, stand right under him and spam charged Sonic Slicer while tanking any hits that come your way.
Spare me! I'm a helpless old man! Yeah! Oh, no! You stupid!
Now the following fortress stage will have a very powerful secret upgrade just like the Hadouken from the last game. So double check you have every other upgrade in the game and let's go.
Ready!
I would explain in detail how you do this puzzle, but I think it's better if I just show you. All you gotta do is jump on the platform to change directions and make sure not to get stuck to the ceiling. For this specific bit, you can freeze enemies with Crystal Hunter to get up. Speaking of Crystal Hunter, it's the easiest way to get the secret upgrade. First, freeze one of the bats and you'll be able to reach this ladder. Now, just use the air dash to get through here and try not to panic otherwise. Alright, this is the most important part. First, make sure you have full health. If you don't, use a sub-tank. Then, charge up Speed Burner and use the extra dash it gives you to get through these spikes. Now, all you have to do is slide down until you phase through this wall.
Oh here! Oh here! Oh no!
This is the Shoryuken. It functions like the Hadouken, but only now it makes you fly up. In order to use it, you need to press forward, down, diagonal down, then attack. Or at least that's what I think the button combo is. I usually just spam random directions and hope for the best. Now I know this might sound hard, but try not to take damage during this spike section, otherwise you won't be able to use the Shoryuken. Ah, god damn it, now I'll have to use another sub-tank. Give me a sec while I get this guy off my head. Alright, so from now on I'll be showing you guys both ways to kill the upcoming bosses. One with their weakness, one with the Shoryuken.
What the?
Yeah!
What?
I can't do that! Yeah!
Yeah!
Ha-ha! Good luck!
Yeah!
Thankfully for us, Agile's boss fight was designed just so we could use the Shoryuken on him. Just to give a disclaimer, I have not fought this guy properly in a while, so if you see me taking a ton of damage, that's why. I think I mentioned it in the last video, but you can actually aim up with Magnet Mine.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Alright, for most of the video, I've been making excuses for why I won't evade the boss's attacks. So now's my chance to prove I don't completely suck at this game by using the Shoryuken on all the bosses, which is harder than it looks. Oh, and by the way, this is kinda important, so if you're wondering which one of these capsules has which Maverick, I made a chart to tell you just that. Pause the video for a better look. Now in my opinion, Wheel Gator is one of the hardest bosses to Shoryuken, but that doesn't stop an epic gamer like me. Oh shit, I'll just beat him with my buster. Honestly, when it comes to Crystal Style, don't bother even trying to Shoryuken him, especially on your first playthrough.
Much better.
Alright, the upcoming stage will be the last one before the final boss, so take a pause, refill your sub-tanks if needed before we go.
Ready!
So for some weird reason they decided to reuse part of Magna Centipede stage instead of making another one, but I won't get into depth on that right now. All you have to do is get through the first half of Magna Centipede stage. And if you trigger the lights, don't worry, it doesn't matter. Okay, I think now is a good time to mention, if you haven't collected all the Zero Pots, you will actually have to fight him. So I'll show you how to do that now. Once again, please excuse my screw-ups during the fight. I rarely ever fight 01 on my X2 playthroughs. I think the strat you want to achieve is just cling to the wall until he's about to do his ground punch attack, then make your way to the other wall and repeat.
X!
Hello, how are you? I am under the water.
Ha! Yeah! Hey! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Pull! 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 Ha! 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 Get ready! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Hey! Yeah! Pull! Ha! Pull! Yeah! Pull! Ha! 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 Hey! Ha! Pull!
It's not over yet. This is for you. Yeah. No!
Pull! Ha! Yeah! Hey! Oh, hello there!
Yeah. What? Yeah.
I'll take you on.
Hey! It's not over yet!
Sigma's first form is another one of those bosses where they'll give you a hard time if you don't react fast enough. My best advice is to keep moving at all times, as in dashing and dash jumping, and of course make sure to spam Sonic Slicer. Unfortunately, just like last time, Sigma won't die so easily. This is Virus Sigma, the final boss of the game. Thankfully, he can be killed with a Shoryuken, but that doesn't mean he'll die in one hit. Another good thing about the fight is that most of his attacks are just spawning enemies which drop health. And then he also has this attack which always gets me for some reason. In case you were wondering why he's changed in color, it just means he's taken more damage. For some reason they didn't give him a health bar and decided to just make him change color. When his health gets low, he'll start trying to get you inside him, and once he does that, you'll have a certain amount of time to kill him before he depletes your health.
Oh! I should have known you could do it, X. Yeah! Oh! Yeah! Well, that's all for this video. As always, thank you for watching, and if you are a newcomer who has been sticking with these videos, I appreciate that, and I honestly think you're much less of a newcomer at this point. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, and I'll let you bask in your victory as you read the names of the enemies you've killed.